Hi everyone, I'm Mike Candice. Today I want to talk about the future, the past and something in between. Everybody's talking about future house these days. I don't understand why this thing is called future house, because to me it sounds like old school house. But whatever, I'm happy that actually house music, like it was 20 or even more years ago, is gonna come back to the clubs and to the stages today. And I want to talk about one special sound that is really important for that kind of music. It was really important when house music started, like 20 or even more years ago. And I'm pretty sure it's going to be important now, because it's going to come back to our music. I'm pretty sure everybody out there knows which sound I'm talking about, because I'm pretty sure everybody already heard this sound, and it goes like this. And this was actually one of the most famous tracks using just this sound. And the sound that I'm talking about is the famous Korg M1 organ. Maybe some of you that just started producing a couple of years ago don't know what I'm talking about now, because they think, hey, this is a Nexus preset and it's called like dance organ or something like that. Yeah, but the Nexus preset uses the original Korg M1 sample, because the Korg M1, I can show it here. It looks like that. Was one of the first, if not the first, synthesizer hardware, digital hardware synthesizer that you could actually play real instruments with. You could play pianos, strings, guitars, organs, of course, basses that really sounded like organs, pianos, strings and basses. This was one of the first synthesizer that used sample technology. I always wanted to buy it 20 or even more, 25 years ago, but I couldn't afford it. It was pretty expensive then, but it was just amazing. Everybody went completely crazy about this thing. I remember that I went after school, I always went to the shop where they sold this thing. I couldn't afford it, as I said, but I just was there for hours and hours, and I played it, and I just checked all the sounds, the effects and everything, and I went completely crazy. I just wanted to have it, but unfortunately I couldn't afford it then. I just bought the cheaper version then, just a small version that has more or less the same samples in it, but it wasn't the same thing actually, but it sounded more or less the same, and at least I got the original M1 organ. This famous organ that was used for Show Me Love, of course, and for other tracks as well. I always wonder if the Japanese guy who programmed this thing like 30 years ago had any clue that he's gonna change dance music forever. I mean, this sound worked in the clubs 20 years ago, it's still working today, and I'm pretty sure it's gonna work in 100 years also. I'm pretty sure he just wanted to have an organ that works for like jazz stuff, like so next time you're gonna hear this sound in the club, and I'm pretty sure you're gonna hear it more often now, always remember that this thing is already 30 years old. 30 years ago this sound was born. Maybe you heard already that I produced a new track together with Alan Ripley, and this track actually features this famous Korg M1 organ. And I'm really happy about this track because it goes back to my roots, it goes back to the roots of house music, and it goes back to where the whole thing that is called EDM now started, like 25 years ago. And the track is called Play at Ease. Have fun with future house, have fun with old school house, have fun with any kind of house. See you next time.